Boker Tov, Yom Tov, Zarim Tovim, and Laila Tov. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. This is Carrie, and I'm going to speak from my heart. Some of you are on my Facebook page, and if you are, then you've already heard this information. But some of you are not. Some of you do not have Facebook. And sometimes when I post things on Facebook, I really feel that I should translate them just into an audio so that those who are in YouTube land can also hear what is being shared. I have watched many people use the term Christ, and they've used it when they refer to Jesus. They will speak of it as if Christ is a man. And what I want to say is that through our indoctrination, through the man, it will keep us separated from it. And then you will have confusing conversations that can go round and round. I remember having a conversation about the fruits of the Spirit. And this was years ago. This was with my pastor. This is before I even got into the sacred languages. My goodness, this has probably been about 15 years ago. But I remember it as if it just happened yesterday. So I was sharing about the sacred languages, and I was sharing I was sharing about the fruits of the Spirit. You can tell what I have on my mind most of the time. I was sharing about the fruits of the Spirit and just having this conversation, and I said to my pastor, I said, I've really been thinking about this, and it seems to me that we need to partner with these things. We need to partner with love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. That it is up to us to partner with those things. It's a choice. And he kept coming back, and his answer to me was, no, it's Christ in you. It's Christ in you that does these things. But he meant Jesus. Now, I laugh at this because the conversation could have been cleared up had we been speaking the same vernacular, knowing what Christ means. Because he was coming from it that it was Jesus living in me that did these things. I was saying, no, I had to partner with these things and choose these things. So let me share with you to bring clarity to the confusion. So until we change how we perceive the word Christ, we are going to keep looking in the wrong direction. Because Christ is an anointing. Yeshua, known to many as Jesus, had the Christ activated within him. So when you say Christ, in truth you are speaking about an anointing in oneness unity. So sometimes because of the programming, we believe that when we say Christ, it's literally Yeshua and Jesus living in us. And this has truly brought the great confusion. And it really is a thought and a program from Babylon, as Babylon means confusion. And unfortunately, the English translations have done that. They've brought much confusion. And it's time for us to see clearly of what is being shared. Christ is in you. It's a potential waiting to be activated by you. It's not a man living on the inside of you. It's you in your glory waiting to be found and lived out. Because we need to go within. It's all there. You just need to find it and then become it. I had someone make a comment when I was posting this that, well, I'll share with you what my follow-up was, because again, I've been pondering this over a couple days. So my second portion of this is that we are not all Christ, meaning that we are not anointed until we do something to become it. It was a mystery until the disciples were taught how to become it. And then it was revealed as no longer hidden, no longer a mystery. The esoteric side of the teachings to spiritual maturation, which, by the way, spiritual maturation just means growth. As we, in our flesh, even go from adolescence into an adult, there's a process spiritually we must walk out in this as well. And I should share with you that The entire book of Revelation, it is the revealing of the Christ anointing. It is all about the process of becoming it and activating it when you see it through the Aramaic lenses and you apply the oral tradition that tells you and shows you how to see the hidden meanings that are within it for the spiritually mature. So this isn't something that just happens automatic. You have to work for it. Or, as one of my friends on Facebook said, it's a dance that we must engage in. And I like that. I like that better than the word work. I actually did a inspiration about the dance. And I'll probably put that as an end video for you to look at as an inspiration. So it is something that is a dance that you must partner with. You must collaborate with. And because it is something that takes time to mature, it is something of value. If it was something that was done instantaneously and given to you because of a sinner's prayer, we really wouldn't value it as much as the work that is done, the time that it takes to spiritually mature to find this oneness unity. Because really, if the sinner's prayer is what activated us in the Christ, in the Mashiach, our world would look radically different as oneness unity would have already been established within the Christian church. But we have so much division and so much duality and judging that it couldn't possibly be something that is just given to you by saying the sinner's prayer. So at one time, the mindset, or rather the heart set, was in the process of this happening. In other words, in the time of the disciples, in the times of after Yeshua was no longer here, this message was going forth. And they met as one within their houses, breaking bread with one another, fellowshipping. And this message of the way of one was going forth. But then, unfortunately, religion came in and squashed it with the writings that were anti-anointing, the English narratives. And as long as we divide and choose to live in duality, retaining a dual mindset, a dual mindset, and I say dueling as in dueling with one another, this is never going to be achieved. A dual mindset is anti-anointing. And even if we continue to say the phrase, rightly dividing, and I know that's written in the English narrative and we've been programmed to say it. Rightly dividing is that for when we are in spiritual adolescence navigating the system of duality, the system that opposes itself between light and dark, right and wrong, black and white. That is when we're rightly dividing in our spiritual adolescence. But when we get into the place of spiritual maturation, we bring it into oneness unity. So if we continue to say, and we believe that we are of the spiritual mature ones who are the bride, the betrothed, the ones that are working on becoming the wife, as these are all different frequencies in our maturation process and growing, and we're all in different stages of that, and we are all assisting one another in it. So if we say rightly dividing, then all is lost. We are not grasping hold of unity because unity is one. It is one love. It is just that, one, not two. So I'm sharing this with you. So anything that is anti-anointing against oneness unity is anti-Christ because the Mashiach is oneness unity. So if our words are divisive, it's anti-Christ. If the scriptures that we are using to separate and divide people, to shame and guilt them, that is anti-Christ. Because the truth is, there is only one love, unity, one. So I encourage us to find it, to become it, to be it, to live it. That is what we can do to honor the man that came before us to show us the way of one. Shalom, shalom, and namaste.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Sabaoth, Adonai, Elohim, Zavaot, Asher Haya Ve'hoveh Ve'yah